Good morning, my dear students. I hope that all of you are fine and healthy and you are enjoying the online English classes. So here I am back again with another interesting video from the same topic which we learned in the previous classes. In the previous two videos of simple past tense, we learned several things about simple past tense. Now it is the time to learn some new things from the same topic called the simple past tense. So by looking at the picture, you can easily understand what we are going to learn today. Today, we are going to learn how to frame or how to construct affirmative means yes type sentences, negative means no type sentences, and interrogative means question type sentences using the simple past tense. Okay, students? So first of all, it is important to learn the sentence structure for affirmative or yes type sentences in the simple past tense, the sentence structure of negative sentence in simple past tense, and the sentence structure for interrogative sentence in simple past tense. So just have a look. In the affirmative sentences, the sentence structure will be like that. Subject, you have to use simple past form of the main verb in affirmative sentence. In simple past tense, watched. Rest of the sentence, TV yesterday. You watched TV yesterday. So in simple past tense, you have to use the past form of the main verb. Sentence structure of negative sentence. Subject, she. You have to use the past form of the auxiliary verb like did, and as it is negative, not. And in simple past tense, you have, after the auxiliary verb, you have to use the simple present form of the main verb like watch, and rest of the sentence, TV last night. She didn't watch TV last night. Sentence structure for interrogative sentence. What TV show? It depends upon the question. What TV show? Auxiliary verb did, as it is simple past. Subject, you. Simple present form of the main verb watch. Rest of sentence, yesterday. So what TV show did you watch yesterday? Now you need to learn the sentence structure in detail. Okay, so how to frame or how to form interrogative sentences with WH words or with how. Students, in simple past tense, first of all, while framing questions, you have to put the WH word, as you can see in the example where. Then, as it is simple past, you have to use the past form of the auxiliary verb. So, do is the present form and you have to use your past form. So, did. After that, you have to put subject. Your subject may be you, we, or they. And the most important thing that you need to keep it in your mind, that in the simple past tense, you have to use the present form of the main verb. As you can see, go. Where did you go? Where did we go? Where did they go? After that, see with how. How, you have to use the simple past form of the auxiliary verb did, I, and then you have to use the simple present form of the main verb, go. Okay. So, in case of yes no type sentences, how you will frame the sentences? Just have a look in simple past tense. Did. Your subject may be I, you, we, or they. That's why slashes were given. So, did, you have to use the past form of the auxiliary verb. Did I. And then you have to use V1. V1 means present form of the word. Present form of the verb. Again, I am repeating. Did I go to the museum? Did you go to the museum? Did they go to the museum? Did we go to the museum? So here you can see that you are using the simple past form of the auxiliary verb, and then after simple past form you have to use the simple present form of the main verb. Then did he or she or it, did he take a bus to the school? Here also you can see that simple past form of the auxiliary verb did, it is did, simple past form, and you have to use the simple present form of the main verb like take. Did he take a bus to the school? Some more examples for your better understanding. Open question or WH question. Just have a look. First of all, you have to use question word what. Then auxiliary for past, as you are using or as you are framing sentence in the simple past tense, so you have to use auxiliary verb in the simple past form. That's why did. After that you have to add your subject, and after that you have to put the simple present form of the main verb. I hope you are getting it, that the auxiliary verb, while framing interrogative sentence, the auxiliary verb will be in the simple past form, and the main verb after the auxiliary verb, the main verb will be in the simple present form. So what did you do? Again I am repeating, auxiliary verb will remain in the past form and main verb in the present form. Closed question or yes no type question. Did you go to the cinema? Auxiliary in the past tense or past form and go in the present form. So just look at this slide also. Begin information questions with a question what followed by did, and you have to use the base form of the verb. Base form of the verb means present form of the verb. Again I am repeating, base form of the verb means present form of the verb. Some examples I am giving so that you can understand. Where did you go for shopping, or where did you go shopping? When did he arrive? What did they eat every day? Whenever you need to give any information, you have to frame the question with WH word or with that will be followed by did. So some examples, in the examples you can easily see that here the auxiliary verb, it is used in the simple past form, and you have to use the present form of the main verb. Go, arrive, eat, these are the present forms and main verbs, and did is the auxiliary verb. Okay, begin yes or no questions with did, and here also you have to use the base form of the verb. Base form of the verb means present form of the verb. Did you go swimming every day? This is the right sentence. Okay, here did auxiliary verb, and as it is simple past tense, so simple past form is used, and you after using your auxiliary verb you have to use the present form of the main verb, and go is your main verb. If you write did you went swimming every day, this sentence is completely wrong, students. This is completely incorrect. So did you go swimming every day? Did you go swimming every day? This is the right one, because the sentence structure will be just like that the auxiliary verb will remain in the simple past form, and you have to use the base form. That means you have to use the present form of the main verb. So did you go swimming every day? I hope that it is clear to all of you that how to frame questions or how to frame interrogative sentences. After interrogative sentences, we need to learn in detail the sentence structure of negative sentence. So negative sentences, your subject may be I, you, we or they, or any name also. So subject, as it is simple past, so you have to use did, not do, you have to use did, and as it is negative sentence you have to use not. I didn't go to the school. Okay, you didn't go to the school. Here also you can see that you have to use the past form of the auxiliary verb, and you have to use the present form of the main verb. He or she or it, he didn't take a bus to the school. You can see that did, it is used here as helping verb or auxiliary verb, and as it is simple past tense, here the past form of do is used, and the past form of do is did. So he did, and take is the main verb. He didn't take a bus to the school. So while framing negative forms or while framing negative sentences, you have to keep it in mind some things, like as I have shown you in the interrogative sentences also. Use didn't plus the base form of the main verb. After didn't, you have to use the base form of the main verb. Base form means present form of the main verb. Again I am repeating, base form means present form of the main verb. After did or didn't, you have to use the base form of the main verb. He didn't go go out last weekend. This is the right sentence. And if you write he didn't went, this is completely wrong, students. Okay, you need not to use the past form of the main verb after auxiliary verb. After auxiliary verb, you have to use the present form of the main verb. Again, I'm repeating, after auxiliary verb, you have to use the present form of the main verb. He didn't go out last weekend. This is the right sentence. They didn't have a good time. This is the right sentence. But if you write they didn't had, that is completely wrong. Some more examples so that you can understand it in a better way. Diana, subject, didn't, as it is simple past, so your auxiliary verb will remain in the past form. Study, verb in simple form, simple present form. If you write studied, after didn't, if you write studied, that is completely wrong. So, Diana didn't study for her exam. Here, Diana is your subject, name of any girl, Diana, and then you have to use your auxiliary verb in the past form, and did is the past form of do. So as it is simple past, so did is used, and as it is negative sentence, so you have to use not. So Diana didn't study. You have to use the simple present form of the main verb. Diana didn't study for her exam. I hope that I have made this concept clear to all of you. So now is the time to share what you have learned. So today also we have learned several important, many important things, students. So now it's the time what we have learned today. So what we have learned today, students? Today we have learned that how to construct affirmative sentences in simple past tense or using simple past tense, negative sentences using the simple past tense, and also how to construct interrogative. Interrogative means question type sentences using the simple past tense. We have learned the sentence structures for each and every type of sentence like affirmative, negative and interrogative. These things we have learned in today's video. Okay, students, so you need to watch the video very carefully so that you can understand everything in detail. Okay, so just have a look what we have learned. We have learned the sentence structure, subject plus was were plus rest of the sentence, or subject plus V2. You were lucky. She was lucky. We went to school. In the third sentence, we went to school, subject plus V2, as it is simple past. Then negative sentence, subject plus was or were, it depends upon the subject, plus not, as it is negative, plus rest of the sentence or object. Or subject plus didn't plus V1. After didn't, you have to use V1 plus rest of the sentence. You were not lucky. She was not lucky. Was or were depends upon the subject. We didn't go to the school. Okay, after didn't, you have to use the present form of the main verb. And we have also learned the sentence structure of interrogative sentence. Was or were plus subject, like were you lucky, did we go to the school, like that. So after watching the whole video very carefully, you need to solve this exercise in your copy, and then in the next video I shall discuss the answers with you. Put the verbs into the correct form. You have to use the simple past. Okay, last year I, here in the bracket you can see spent, you have to use the past form of spent, my holiday in Ireland last year. It, be verb, you have to use a simple past form of be verb, great. I travel, you have to use the simple past form of travel, around by car with 2 friends, and we visit lots of interesting places. You have to use the past form of visit. In the evenings we usually dash, in the bracket you can see go, you have to use the simple past form of go, to a pub. One night we even In the bracket you can see learn some Irish dances. So you have to use the past form of dance. So do it, past form of learn. Okay, so do it in your copy. And this one, let's practice. This is a picture from your book. So please open page number 45. You can see in page number 45, put the sentences in the correct columns given below. Action in past, time period in past, and habit in past. Okay students, yesterday in your doubt clearing class, I have explained what is action in past, time period in past, and habit in past. So you need to classify the sentences into the three and put the sentences in correct columns. And you have to do this exercise in your copy. The page number, again I am repeating, the page number is 45. Again I am repeating, the page number is 45. First one I am telling you, my father worked in the bank for 2 years. For 2 years. I am giving you some hints. Here 2 years. The time period is mentioned. So you have to classify, or you have to put the sentence in the proper column. He usually came home late in the evening. Late. Time is also mentioned. So you have to do it by your own. Page number 45, again I am repeating. So thank you very much students. Please do the exercise in your copy, and in the next video I shall discuss the answers with you. Thank you very much.